What's good, guys? Yeah, my dumbass decided to put my mic on, so we're doing a voiceover today. So here in this moment, when I was after my first set, trying to start my timer, I put it for an hour 30 minutes instead of 1 minute 30 seconds. So I was laughing at myself for that. But going through this video, I might not have you go all the way through, based on cut the boredom out, cut to the slack, cut to the chase, all the good jazz and things like that. So yeah. So we're doing a voiceover today. Like I said, my dumbass forgot to put the mic on. So I was kind of pretty much just talking to myself the entire time during my sets, in between. So yeah, that's how it went, to be honest. Like I said, other than that, like the back workout was great. The back out was pumped, like lats were juicing. Also with that being said, today we're changing the focus of the back. For the past like 30 weeks, we've been doing a lot of like lat pull downs, pull ups, all those size natures with a little bit of rows. We reassessed the photos and started looking at the mid back, and the thickness just needs to be there now. So that's our focus for the next how long, next 20, 30 weeks, is you're gonna be seeing a lot of row variations, T-bars, dumbbells, cables, all that jazz. So we're gonna try to get that mid back popping, thicker, all that good jazz. So as you can see right now, we're doing T-bar rows. We did 6 sets of 5. We did 5 plates here. Uh, the first 2 sets it was a little tough because I didn't place the stepper exactly where I wanted to, so my weight was shifting forward, making me fall almost forward, not really position myself flat on the ground or on the step as I wanted to. So the reason I use a step was because since I'm like 6'3", just going off the floor, I can give a bigger stretch. So as you see, I'm adjusting the stepper to find a good position to allow myself to be fully planted on the floor, and allows me to get a deeper stretch. Because again, like if I were to just go off the floor, I'll be banging off the floor. And so with this having a stepper, this allows me to get a little bit taller and allows me to get more of a deeper stretch doing this T-bar row, as opposed to going off the floor not getting the full stretch. So if you're 6 foot or taller like me, use a step, a box, anything that you can get yourself elevated, a good height that you can get yourself a good stretch. It's recommendable. I found it to be beneficial, especially again for being so tall. I'm able to get that full stretch and that full contraction from point A to point B. Um, Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for T-bar rows. Nothing really too crazy, just 5 plates. Towards the end, we started to start fatiguing. Again, this is the first time we hit heavy T-bar rows in a while, so we were just kind of overestimating ourselves, but that's all right. So next week, kind of the weight we did, depending on the sets, depending on the reps, we would just attack it from there, go from there based on how we feel, based on what the sets and reps are, and we'll go from there. But other than that, I think I'll cut to the chase, let you guys enjoy the rest of the sets of the T-bar row, and I'll catch you guys on the chest board dumbbell rows. All right, on to the second set, which we are doing chest support dumbbell rows here, 5 sets of 10. We were doing 85s here. As you can see, this is probably a little different setup and way that you've seen before compared to like just a normal incline bench. Well, before going into the set, I've spent 5 to 7 minutes trying to figure out how to utilize it because I was trying to do it differently than what you see right here. But unfortunately, we only have one incline bench, and then the improvising was just taking way too long. So I was just trying to get in my workout. But as you can see, where I'm trying to explain here is since the gym I work at is only limited to one incline bench, I had to do a little makeshift. And I've done this many times before where I do is take either a step box, step up, use a flat bench, and create myself a own little incline bench. Unfortunately, I grabbed one that was a little bit too high. So when I was trying to contract to the top, I wasn't really feeling much of it, but I was getting full stretch at the bottom, but not much contraction at the top. So here you can see me explain that a normal incline, I would kind of set up just like this. And the way I was trying to do my chest support rows was to put my chest where my hand is touching right there. So it would be on the opposite side of what the bench is. But unfortunately, when I was trying to do the makeshift, the box was being away. I can't really put myself in position to row up because the box would have been in my way and it wouldn't bend just fluently. And as you can see, what I'm demonstrating is like if I would have my chest on the bench, I'm able to round my back just a little bit, but allow my lats to get a fuller stretch and a little bit more contraction at the top because I'm able to flex all the way at the bottom and able to extend my back as I retract back. So here I was just explaining like how I was trying to set up or what I was originally trying to do, but unfortunately we were down to one incline bench and I was explaining like the difference of it. Again, if I makeshift this again, or you see me in the future videos using this type of makeshift, I'll probably have the box step up a little bit lower, making the incline bench a little bit to like 45 degrees or 30 degrees. Here I was talking about having it at 6 degrees, there's nothing wrong with it, but in my preference and what I know to feel good is being at 45 degrees and 30 degrees. But other than that, it was a little pain to grab the 85, try and wrap around, try and get myself situated. But we still made it happen. Things that, uh, sometimes you have to just get do what the gym gives you. To be honest, like yeah, does it suck? Could and we unfortunately we didn't have any other machines too, so as well I was left with it and things that again like if you don't find it safe, I really don't recommend you guys doing so. What I would just suggest you do is just like find another machine like a chest supported T-bar row machine or any chest support row machines, or just wait until you get an incline bench open. Whatever the case is, again, if you don't feel like this makeshift is suitable, comfortable for you, totally understand. Just find something that suits your boat and things that. For me, I've done it so many times that I just know where to place it, and I just trust that it's gonna keep myself there and things that. But yeah, unfortunately, we were down to one incline bench, and someone was using it during that time, so I just makeshifted. We still got a great contraction. We still got a good pump out of it. Just unfortunately, we're just not the way I wanted to go about. But hey, life happens and things that. So other than that, this is again chest support dumbbell row right here. If I would have done the other way, I probably would not gone 85s. Maybe I would have. It all depends. But probably the next week when you see me do back again, you'll probably see a little different variation, and that's gonna be the variation I was talking about earlier. So other than that, guys, I'll lead you to it to let you just watch the chest dumbbell support rows, and we'll touch base on the pull-ups. All right, on to the third exercise, which we are doing Nutri-Grip pull-ups here. Yeah, so we did 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Unfortunately, when you see this, I did not do all 12 to 10 reps. I haven't really done Nutri-Grip pull-ups in a long time, and with that being considered this third exercise, because again, most of the time, like pull-ups is technically counted as a compound movement, but it doesn't necessarily you have to make it as the first block. You can put it anywhere in the blocks you feel like it. So I kind of overestimated myself, just letting myself do body weight. As you can see, I did 10 reps just body weight, but my lats were freaking fatigued. I tell you that. My lats are so pumped by this point, I just couldn't do it my body weight anymore. So we did 4 sets of 10. We did 10 reps at body weight. Moving down to assistance, as you see on the videos. But yeah, like as I explained in this video, it doesn't really matter where you put the pull-ups. Like, and at the same time, like if you haven't done something in a long time, it doesn't like you can overestimate, and you might only get body weight one time, as opposed to like if you've done pull-ups in the beginning where you were fresh, you probably could do 4 sets of 10 or 12 reps just a body weight. But like with it being the third set after the T-bar row and the chest support dumbbell row, my lats were already pumped, fatigued. So I kind of overestimated and just used the assistance of 10. And as you see along the video, the assistance of 10 was even still struggle for me. So I had to kind of find that sweet spot for me going forward, depending on the sets of reps, all those things like that. But with me, as you see the notebook that's right beside me, I log everything, my sets, my reps, my weight, and things like that. So, and also leave some side notes. So when I go back into next week, I can gauge myself on where the weight's supposed to be at for me to get the most progression, also to get the continuous amount of reps per that set. So what I was explaining is like it really doesn't matter where you put pull-ups. You just have to understand the energy you have. Again, we did T-bar rows, chest support, dumbbell rows. So we were very fatigued going into the pull-ups. Again, it's okay to overestimate and not get the amount that whatever the program tells you. At the end, if you still execute it, just adjust the weight, the assistance, whatever it is, and just keep going from there. Another thing too, I explained down in the video was when you do a pull-up, a lot of times people get the misconception of when you do a pull-up or a pull down, you had to bring your shoulders all the way next to your ear. That's not necessarily true to row your lats. Now, when you see me doing this, is I just let my lats just get the full stretch, keeping my shoulder blades down. So I'm not letting my traps rise up to my ears. I'm keeping my shoulder blades down. But what I'm doing is I'm letting my scapular upward rotate just a little bit so I can get that full stretch here. And so as you see, my shoulder blades down, I'm getting that full stretch and I'm pulling myself up. So what this is allowing me to do is while my shoulder blades down, my lats are getting the full stretch but still being activated. So I'm never losing tension from top to bottom throughout my entire set with doing so. So as you try to do your pull-ups, take a video, you need to really take a look at like how you're really doing pull-ups. Is your traps going up to your ears? Or are they staying down? And are you getting a full stretch? And are you sure they're staying contracted from point A to point B? So there's a future tip of me that I've known that has helped me a lot to grow my lats and give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Other than that, yeah, we just kept doing assistance. And I'll just let the rest of the video do the speaking for you on the pull-ups. I'll catch you in the next exercise. All right, on to the fourth exercise, which we are doing a V grip cable row here. We're doing 3 sets of 10. Here I did 15 for my 3 sets. For some reason, I thought it was 15 reps, but it was supposed to be 10, so I did 5 more. But as you can see, I'm doing a V grip cable row here. Just again, we're just trying to grow the mid back as much as we can during how long this period of weeks. Yeah, so again, after the pause, my lats were super blown up after this point. Only did a weight of 120. Here, as you see, my legs are very straight. And with that being said, like this allows me to pull from point B without having to go around my knees. And at the same time, I will just drive my elbow straight back, straight to my stomach, pretend like I'm stabbing myself. Hypothetical. And so, again, 3 sets of 10 here. Nothing too crazy, nothing extravagant, just a simple kill roll. And what I was doing here explaining is like the way I like to do this is like I like to also keep my chest nice and tall here. So when I lean forward, my chest is nice and tall. So when I'm doing this variation, I'm not really like I'm still around my back a little bit, but still nonetheless get that full stretch. And then so when I pull back, I'm just using my lower back muscles to extend, almost like a back extension in a sense. And as I'm like kind of doing this little back extension, I'm also rowing at the same time, really just retracting my lats. And at the same time, also a lot of people mistaken is like they have to really grip the hell out of that bar. You don't the handle. You not necessarily don't need to. What you just need to do is just use your hand as a cuffing, so your biceps and your forearms don't fatigue as quickly, and you're able to feel the lat be more engaged, as opposed to you try and grip the shit out of the bar or the handle, and your forearms and biceps are taking over. So that was my tips going into the exercise I was explaining here in the segment between my rests. And so again, this allows you to get a nice fluent motion from point A to point B, using your lats, retracting, engaging, all those things. Let those lats build up. So we did again 3 sets of 10 here. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll let the video do the rest of that. You probably see in between the sets, my buddy Mitch, who's just kind of walking right behind me, comes up to me and says, "What's up?" I haven't seen him since he got back from his Korean trip with his fiance, so it was good catching up with him. And yeah, it was a good time. Thanks that. Other than that, I'll let you guys have to it. All right, we're on to the fifth and final block here. We're going to be supersetting with the straight arm pull down, followed by X cable parts here. So we did 3 sets of 15 here, and then followed by 3 sets of 20 in the X cable parts. Here, I just like to finish out with the straight arm lat pull down. Just again, since we've done a lot of row variations, I still like to kind of keep intact with like some type of another pull down in a sense here. I just like straight arm pull down because again my lats were very fatigued. I always like to pump as much blood as I can right here. I know a lot of people get this concept like they have to use triceps in, not necessarily. Again, you just keep the shoulder blades back, retracted, and just let you, again, your lats stretch up and stretch down. And here you see me going right into the X cable pull parts. 3 sets of 20 here. Nothing too crazy. Also, too, a lot of times people think you have to use a lot of rear delt exercises to get them bigger. What I know is if you do here, we're not going to need that many rear delt exercises. We might do one after a week or two, after each phase, and then might take a break and then go back into it again. Because the reason is, like, since we're doing a lot of rowing, like T-bar row, dumbbell rows, cable rows, any type of rowing variation, that's going to be involved the rear delts in a sense involuntary, but your rear delts are still going to get blown up from all these row variations, and especially if you're pushing yourself and going hard, your rear delts are going to get blown up. So when I did the cable X pull parts, I didn't push much weight, about 30 pounds here for 20 reps here. So we were going back and forth between the straight on pull down, the X cable pull parts, 3 sets of 15 again on the pull downs, 3 sets of 20 on the X pull parts. Now, it just it just goes to show, like, and here I was explaining too, is like you only saw like maybe about like 24 sets of me working my back, and because I only train my back once a week. Now, opposed to other people, they might train the back 2 times a week. So again, like, you can still do the 24 sets. This is based on how you split up. Now, if you're doing twice a week, you probably could just do the T-bar row, which at the 6 sets, and then the chest supported dumbbell row at the 5 sets, and that's 11 sets for one day. And then you can do pull-ups, the cable rows, the straight on pull downs, and the X cable parts on your next back day, and that'll be another 12 sets. And then there you go, you got your 2 back workouts right there to split up the sets. Because for me, I found to be seeing the most growth between 15 to 25 to 30 sets per week on a muscle group and things like that. And again, I've been doing this kind of like bro split for a long time, about 4 years now, and I've seen the most growth by doing this way. Again, it allows me to keep pushing myself harder, heavier, able to recover for the next week and get stronger and bigger as time goes on. So that's what I was pretty much explaining right here. Again, it depends on your schedule. And also, too, it depends on your nutrition, your hydration, your sleep, your recovery. All those things play a factor. If your body is able to recover, to allow that amount of stimulus, to push the effort, to train hard, work hard, and things like that, then you're able to recover from that. But your nutrition, you recover your shit, yeah, your body is going to be fine for hell to just try to stay upright on these type of splits or workouts or intensity or effort along those lines. But other than that, that was my back workout for today. We didn't do any biceps because my biceps were kind of pumped from just all the rows as well. Other than that, if you guys got any comments or any questions about my workouts, nutrition, any of those things, drop down in the comments. Let me know what's your favorite back exercise. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow for legs.